Yu Jie number 5.
What are the muscle groups utilized in the squats?
The muscle groups utilized in the squats are quadriceps, hamstring, and gluteus maximus.
What are some of the techniques that you must take note of when doing a squats?
Firstly, go under the bar. Then get an even pronated grip and let the bar rest comfortably on your shoulders. Then lift the bar up. Take a few steps back and squat down by bending your knees. Squat down until your thighs are parallel to the ground. Make sure that your knees do not go across your toes and your back is kept straight throughout. Then return to starting position. When lowering yourself, breathe out, breathe in. When lifting yourself up, breathe out.
What are some of the variation exercises?
Some variation exercises for back squats are front squats, dumbbell lunges, barbell lunges.
What are some of the safety precautions?
Some safety precautions to take note of is to make sure that you do not do weights that are beyond our limits. Make sure there are spotters on both sides of the bar so that they can help out when we are in need. Make sure to keep your back straight throughout so that we do not put additional pressure onto the back, which may cause an injury to it. Make sure that your knees do not cross over your toes so that we do not put additional pressure onto it.
What are the muscle groups utilized in a bench press?
The muscle group utilized in a bench press are the pectorals, deltoids, and your biceps.
What are some of the techniques that you must take note of?
Firstly, lie flat on the bench. Make sure your back is firmly placed onto the bench. Then, get an even pronated grip onto the bench that is slightly wider than your shoulder width. Make sure your eyes are leveled with the bar before lifting it up. Then lift the bar up. Position the bar above your chest and slowly bring the bar down. Let the bar gently touch your chest before lifting it up again. When letting the bar touch when bringing the bar down, breathe out. When lifting the bar up, when bringing the bar down, breathe in. When lifting the bar up, breathe out.
What are some of the variation exercises?
Some variation exercises of bench press are push-ups, chest flies, and dumbbell push-up, dumbbell bench press.
What are some of the safety precautions?
Some safety precautions to take note of is to have spotters on both sides of the bar to help you, so that they can provide aid when you are in need of help. Another precaution to take note of is to do weights that are beyond your limits. It's to do weights that are not. It's not to do weights that are beyond your limits.
What are the muscle groups utilized in the lunge?
Quadriceps, hamstring, and gluteus maximus.
What are some of the techniques that you must take note of?
Firstly, go under the bar. Then get even pronated grip that is slightly wider than your shoulder width. Next, let the bar rest comfortably on your shoulders. Then lift the bar up. Take a few steps back before doing the exercise. Firstly, lift your knees up until it's parallel to the ground, until your thighs are parallel to the ground. Make sure your knees are kept at 90 degrees. Then take a wide step forward and flex your knees. Then return to starting position. Make sure to do the same number of repetitions for both legs so that the muscles on both legs are evenly balanced. When dipping down, make sure to breathe in. And returning to starting position, make sure to breathe out.
What are some of the variation exercises?
Some variation exercises of dynamic lunges are deadlifts, front squats, and back squats.
And safety precautions?
Some safety precautions to take note of is to make sure that there are spotters on both sides of the bar to help you when you are in need. Make sure that your back is kept straight at all times so that you do not place excessive pressure onto it, which may cause an injury to it. Make sure that we do not do weights that are beyond our limits.
What are some of the muscle groups utilized?
The muscle group utilized in a French press is the triceps.
And what are some of the techniques that you must take note of?
Firstly, pick up the dumbbell. Then sit onto the bench. Keep your back straight at all times. Next, fully extend your arms above your head with the dumbbell. Then, slowly bring the dumbbell closer to your back by bending your elbows. Make sure that this is done slowly so that the triceps can fully be utilized. Then slowly return to starting position by straightening your arms again above your head.
What are some of the variation exercises?
Some variation exercises of a French press is the bench press, the push-ups and pull-ups.
What are some of the safety precautions?
Some safety precautions to take note of is not to do weights that are beyond our limits, and also to make sure that your back is kept straight so that no pressure is placed onto it.
What are some of the muscle groups utilized?
The muscle group utilized in calf raises is the gastrocnemius.
What are some of the techniques?
Firstly, place the ball of your feet onto the platform. Then go under the bar, get even pronated grip, and let the bar rest comfortably on your shoulders. Then lift the bar up. Rise up to your big toe and slowly return to starting position by lowering yourself at a controlled pace. Repeat this action.
What are some of the variation exercises?
Variation exercises of the calf raises is the seated calf raises and deadlift.
What are some of the safety precautions?
Some safety precautions to take note of is not to do weights that are beyond our limits. Also make sure that our knees are kept straight by slightly flexing them so as not to put pressure onto them.
Okay, Yu Jie, can you tell me what are the relevance of your exercises that you have chosen, to your sport as a cross-country runner?
Firstly, at the start of the cross-country race, there will be a lot of people and there will be a large crowd. Thus, when the gun bangs off, all of us, there will be a lot of collision between all the runners. Thus, it is required for us have a strong upper body muscles so as to prevent any falling and any injuries caused by any collisions with our opponents. Therefore, I've incorporated the bench press and the French press so as to train the upper body on our deltoids, pectorals, and biceps and triceps. Secondly, being an endurance sport, it requires us to have a strong endurance. Thus, I've increased all the number of repetitions for all my exercises so as to train our endurance in our muscles so that we can last throughout the whole race. Next, being a cross-country runner, running fast is very crucial because it helps us to get a better timing. Therefore, I've incorporated the back squats, the calf raises into my exercises so as to train my leg muscles so that we can run faster than our opponents. By doing the back squat and the calf raises, we can train our gastrocnemius, our quadriceps, and our hamstrings, and our gluteus maximus. Finally, at the last part of the race, there'll be it's required for us to get a good kickoff so as to win our opponents on the last stretch. This requires our quadriceps and our hamstrings and our gluteus maximus for this quick run. This is most crucial on the gastrocnemius as it helps us to sprint off towards the finishing line.